Guten Tag. Guten Tag, guten Tag. Ich hoffe, ihr hört mich. Ja, ich glaube, ihr solltet mich hören. Es ist time for some Star Wars Celebration again. Oh mein Gott, das geht auch schon los. Heilige Scheiße, dieses Timing.
Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau.
Hört ihr alles? Tell me, hört ihr alles? Test, Test, Test. Ich hatte jetzt keine Zeit, das alles einzustellen davor. Aber ich hoffe, ihr hört alles. Es geht sofort los, es ist unglaublich. Hilfe. Ihr habt gerade eben ein Bingo gesehen. Das kreuzt sich immer wieder ab. No worries. Dann brauche ich einen Stift dafür.
Good morning, Chicago!
Okay, man hört alles. Das ist super.
Thank you guys. What a weekend this has been, don't you think? I mean, getting here on Friday and being able to show you the new teaser and surprises that I think we all agree. Even I can't wait to see the finished movie, and I know you guys even more so. So very, very excited about that. Saturday, oh my God, walking the floor.
Wieso habe ich so Soundbugs die ganze Zeit?
That have been created, and what you guys do for this celebration is absolutely astounding. So a huge applause for all of you in this room, because it's
Haben die keinen Moderator?
and outside this room, because I know there's a lot of other people watching. So I want to talk about the two people flanking me here. I've known since I stepped into this job when George Lucas asked me to take over Lucasfilm that Jon Favreau was a huge Star Wars fan.
Was? Ohne böse zu wirken, hätte nichts dagegen, wenn du den Livestream und dich tauschst. Nein, ich hasse Reaction-Videos, wo die Reaction klein ist. Und das dazu gereactete groß. Ich hasse es. Sorry. Mich fucken diese Soundbugs ab, die ich die ganze Zeit habe. Die ist immer dieses. Ich lade jetzt diese Seite neu. Das geht ja absolut nicht.
To bring this to the screen. And I also have a feeling that everybody in this room knows that this guy is a rockstar.
Ja, Dave ist ein Rockstar. Wann kommt der Trailer? Wir haben keine Ahnung, ob überhaupt einer kommt, aber die Wahrscheinlichkeit ist sehr hoch.
What could be more exciting than Dave Filoni directing live action?
Nothing is more exciting because he's a god.
So the fact that Jon and Dave have come together and are working together on Mandalorian, I have to tell you, this has been the most fun, the most amazing experience, and I'm going to let the two of them start to give you a better idea of what this show is all about, and I think by the end of this discussion, you guys are going to be as excited as I am. So, I'm going to step aside and let these guys take the stage. Thank you.
Ich wollte gerade schon sagen, es ist irgendwie so awkward, wie sie da steht und sie so in der Mitte so, ja, also ich habe das und das zu sagen und die anderen so, help, what shall I do?
Here we go. Dave and I met each other up at the ranch, which if we feel like you would if we were working at the ranch. And I was mixing Iron Man.
Yeah, I was making Clone Wars Season 1. I really did.
So
Es kommt heute auch noch Clone Wars, das ist so ein geiler Tag.
And showed him, he's the first person ever to see Iron Man. And I
Lol.
was the first person
To see Clone Wars, you and your son, very first test audience.
That's what's fun about being up at
We
the ranch.
traded.
Yeah.
We traded.
And I said to him, this is awesome. If you ever need a voice, let me know.
I just happened to need a voice. That day, George had created a character named Pre Vizsla. And I said, would you like to be a Mandalorian?
Yes. And Mandalorians were my favorite characters.
Right? Obviously.
Ich mag Mandalorians absolut nicht, deswegen bin ich sehr gespannt, was jetzt hier rauskommt.
The helmet.
So that's how we. Yes. We got Mandalorian mercs over here, right? There we go. Excellent.
Wow.
So, so we started working together on that. We became friends, and we've known each other. That was
For years, yeah.
07, something
Yeah,
like
that
that.
was a long time.
12 years, something like
Yeah.
that. And then I came in. I had been working on this idea for a long time because it was really compelling to me what happens after the celebration of the Empire falling, the revolution successful, and then what happens?
Now what?
Because if you look throughout history, it's fun at first, but it gets very complicated very quickly. And so the idea of that world of after Return of the Jedi and what would happen and the type of characters that would survive and what it was like until the New Republic took over. And so you have vestiges of the Empire, you have only the strong surviving, you have chaos taking over in the galaxy,
Yes.
right?
Yes. Good chaos.
Yeah.
Just watching them, I'm watching them like they're your every word, and they're just like, I'm enjoying this very much myself personally.
Warum stehen sie? Setzt euch doch bitte hin. Das ist so uncomfortable as fuck. Awkward situation.
But I always loved. I was the right age, so when I saw the beginning of the first Star Wars film, and the cantina, and the characters, and the smugglers, and the
Ich habe auf meinem Bingo Cantina stehen, aber nicht in Anführungsstrichen. Darf ich es trotzdem streichen?
Yeah, I mean,
Ja, Rebels ist komplett fertig.
I've been next year's 15 years working on Star Wars, and
Darf ich Cantina streichen, obwohl ich es nicht in Anführungsstrichen gesetzt habe?
But this area is so unique that we're playing in, and with these type of characters, I'm trying to be very careful not to give anything away. But it is really fun, and just to say Mandalorian, when you came with a Mandalorian idea, I thought, well, that's ironic because you are Mandalorian, and I thought, so of course you're fulfilling that need to have Mandalorian, just the armor, designing the helmet when we sat down to do that. Just tweaking a little bit.
Just looking at
so many little fun things to do.
And getting back to the roots of what inspired George originally, like the old westerns and the samurai films, and getting back to that imagery on a scale.
Ich habe einfach nur das Wort Cantina aufgeschrieben, also nicht wirklich viel.
Planets that were separated and
Weil andere Begriffe habe ich in Anführungsstrichen gesetzt, dass sie gesagt werden.
that period of time in history that is so fertile.
Kriegst du viele Nachrichten?
Back when, around the time of Seven Samurai, where the age of the warrior was just starting to end, or post-Civil War in the Old West.
Das ist langweilig, interessiert uns nicht.
Everything had to be, order had to be brought to the universe. So, and then Mandos were always fun, and you had done so much work with Mandalorians on the Clone Wars.
A few.
And so we had talked a lot about that.
It's good. We had a lot of discussions about it in different eras. Holiday specials, that kind of thing.
Yes, the holiday special was the first.
All of that came up.
What the fuck?
And the rifle. Can you hold up the rifle, please? Yeah, so there we go.
That's pretty good.
The holiday special rifle. So, and we wanted to bring in.
Oh, das wäre auch ein guter Tipp gewesen fürs Bingo. Holiday Special. Lol. Aber ich habe Boba Fett in Anführungsstrichen. Also, wird bestimmt noch erwähnt.
Everything.
Turning me on to more and more as we talk.
Everything. You're a good Padawan of the knowledge, John. You're doing really well.
And then,
I
of course,
pass it on to you.
The sequels, the Clone Wars, and even pulling stuff in from Legends,
Everything.
starting to bring some of that EU stuff back in.
Okay, das ist interessant. Das finde ich schon mal schön, dass sie auch Legends mit einbeziehen.
So, anyway, should we sit down and maybe?
Ja, bitte, bitte.
Who knows where this will go?
Yes.
Oh, das ist eine... Oh! So eine Presentation ist es so Comic-Con-Style. Stimmt, in Chicago schneit's. Pedro Pascal. Woo! Und ich darf definitiv was streichen. Pedro on stage. Hello, the Mandalorian. Ich bin mal... Also, es kommt mir sehr vor... Oh, man sieht sogar schon das erste Bild. Ja, nice. Es kommt mir sehr vor wie eine Comic-Con. Im Sinne von, dass eben die ganzen Schauspieler rauskommen, präsentiert werden, die Schauspieler, und dann darüber geredet wird. Und das finde ich sehr interessant. Ist ein interessanter Aspekt eines Panels. So kennt man das nicht, weil sonst ist immer, wir sitzen auf Couchen und sind ganz bequem. The Mandalorian, ja.
Let's also bring out Gina Carano.
Wer? Don't know her. Oh, okay. Schon wieder dunkle Haare. Okay. Kann ich ein bisschen lauter machen? Ja, kann ich machen. Schon wieder dunkle Haare. I don't get it.
Very exciting. Very exciting, very exciting, very exciting.
Es gibt in Star Wars gefühlt keine Charaktere mit blonden Haaren. Also weibliche. Interesting people. Sieht aber aus wie ein cooler Cast. Like it. Ich würde gerne die Bilder in Fullscreen sehen und nicht nur so klein da oben.
All right. Well, let's find out a little bit about who they play.
Es gibt keinen Moderator, das finde ich sehr überraschend. Naja, egal.
How should we start
I don't know, maybe introduce
Pedro, you are the Mandalorian.
Don, you hear me?
What is it like to be the Mandalorian?
Well, just look at the image. That's what it's like!
Oh ja, oh mein Gott. Diese Bilder finde ich immer viel interessanter als das Gelabere. Sorry.
Anything more? Is that
It's probably not spoiling everything. I know, I don't know what I can say and what I can't
Sie haben
say.
Blätter vor sich liegen. Da steht wahrscheinlich genau drauf, was sie sagen dürfen.
What?
They'll try to deceive you into telling them everything.
Right, exactly.
You must not give in to this.
That's why I just want to point at pictures and be like, there.
We could say he's a bounty hunter and a gunfighter.
Yes. He said, what's it like being the Mandalorian?
Oh, what's it
not
like?
what is the Mandalorian?
Oh, okay.
Why has meant you personally to keep you out of trouble?
The Mandalorian is a mysterious, lone gunfighter in the outer reaches.
Das ist genau der Text,
I would say
den wir damals
is,
bekommen haben als Teaser.
Some might
Go.
good samurai.
Mein Brüderchen hat sich dazu gesellt. Servus.
All the good stuff.
And he's a badass.
He is. I don't know. I won't be in trouble if you say the wrong thing for once. So I'm really enjoying this.
I think that these incredibly talented men who also love Star Wars very much have created an incredible.
Also nur für dich als Info, der Typ, der gerade redet, ist der Mandalorian.
That I get to play.
Very good. Now
Bist
we have
willkommen
Gina
geheißen im
Carano,
Chat.
who plays a
Nice.
character.
Wie viel sind wir denn?
Nur 9, kleine Gruppe.
Cara Dune.
Was?
Let's tell us a little bit about the character that you play, Gina.
Okay, so nice to see everyone here. I had no idea it was going to be this big, so... I have to say, when I got this job, I instantly was like, oh my gosh, I get to be a part of a whole another family. Like, I feel like certain Italians have embraced me, MMA community embraced me. I'm kind of an actress now, so now I'm a part of this family, and this is absolutely kick-ass, so I'm so glad to be here. So my character's name is Cara Dune, and she's an ex-rebel shock trooper. Who's, I know, not what you were reading online. I was watching all of you. I was like, do they know who I am? No, they don't. And basically, since it's such a secret thing, I've never been a part of something so secret. I can't tell you that much, but I'm a bit of a loner, which isn't a far stretch. And I'm learning how to have a bit of trouble reintegrating myself into society. So I was blessed to work with such amazing people and have such amazing direction, and I don't think I've done a better job than I did on this show, so I'm really excited.
Was habt ihr davor gemacht?
Keine Ahnung, ich habe noch nie von der gehört. Nö. Keine Ahnung.
And playing the character of Grief Karga is Mr. Carl Weathers. Carl?
Woher kenne ich den Schauspieler, die Hauptdarsteller?
Game of Thrones.
Wow.
Ja, Mann.
Well,
Der hat den Prinz
first,
gespielt.
I'm really happy to be here.
Geiler
It's like amazingly exciting day of all the things I've been involved in. Oh, I love you too. Okay. Of all the things I've been involved with, I don't think anything has come close to this. This is insane. Okay. This group of fans is just like something out of Star Wars, actually. It's that crazy. But anyway, the character is Grief Marga, and he is a guy who is running this group of bounty hunters. He's kind of the head of this guild of bounty hunters, and okay.
Hört sich cool an.
And you know, he's a guy who, there seems to be a lot of kind of nefarious people, even if they're good people, they're kind of nefarious sides to them, right? So he's looking for someone to go after a product that he wants to bring to a client that's worth a lot and that's very valuable. And guess who he finds? He finds a bounty hunter named Mandalorian. And the Mando is a guy that he figures can get the job done, so he hires this guy, sends him out there, and the Mando does what needs to be done.
So some of you may have heard that we had put together a little piece of footage for... And we wanted to make sure that all of you got to see what we're up to. So live streamers, there's going to be a little bit of a blackout coming up, but we'll be back with you in a few minutes, and let's roll some footage.
Oh, hab ich nicht gesehen. Was soll die Scheiße?
3 Minuten, was?
Uff, dann reden wir kurz ein bisschen. Warte.
Was? Jetzt hab ich gar nichts zum Schreiben hier.
Zum Schreiben?
Ja.
Willst du mitschreiben?
Ich wollte mir selber ein paar Stichpunkte machen.
Du willst dir Stichpunkte machen, hört man dich. Ich weiß es nicht, weil das Mikrofon ist hier.
Ich bin laut.
Ja, hoffen wir es. Dann reden wir kurz 3 Minuten. Ich habe mir ein Bingo gemacht, ne? Ich habe mir auch für den Clone Wars Panel ein Bingo gemacht und versucht.
Von Wörtern, die du gedacht hast, die kommen.
Nee, einfach von Sachen, wo ich denke, dass sie noch passieren oder dass man sie sieht oder sowas.
Okay.
Ne, also ich habe schon mal hier, dass der Hauptdarsteller auf der Bühne ist. Die Cantina wurde erwähnt, ich habe sie aber nicht in Anführungsstriche gesetzt.
Mos Eisley Cantina.
Ja.
Okay.
Ja. Aber keine Ahnung, wie ist so dein Hype für Mandalorian?
Mein Hype für Mandalorian.
Bevor wir jetzt irgendwas wissen.
Ja. Also es ist so das erste Star Wars Projekt seit langem, wo ich wirklich einen Hype schieb. Also wo ich wirklich gespannt drauf bin. Die Filme waren jetzt ein bisschen, wie gesagt, die haben mich ja leider nicht so gecatcht, wie ich gehofft hatte. Und deswegen ist Mandalorian jetzt so das erste Ding, wo ich mal wieder wirklich richtig gehypt bin und auch mich ein bisschen vorinformieren möchte.
Deswegen schaust du jetzt heute.
Ja, genau. Bei den Filmen ist ja anders.
Man muss dazu sagen, du hast den Trailer zur Episode 9 gar nicht angeschaut.
Nee.
Du wolltest auch den Titel vermeiden, aber das war nicht möglich.
Ja.
Weil du willst unvoreingenommen reingehen. Und
Ja.
das ist ja ganz löblich und so, aber... Ich sage nicht...
Zum Film jetzt, oder wie?
Nein, ich sage nicht zum Trailer, zu Episode 9 oder irgendwas.
Ja, ich wurde schon
Also-
gespoilert, irgendwas Sidious Lache am Ende.
Ach, wer spoilert dir sowas?
Ja.
Wer?
Weißt du, soll ich dir erzählen, wo? Wer? Ich sitze im Hermex drin und höre, da läuft Radio. Und dann hat der Typ diesen Trailer beschrieben, was man sieht.
Nein!
Also im Endeffekt habe ich alles gesehen, irgendwie Kylo Ren fliegt mit Flieger, Rey,
Was?
irgendwas Lichtschwert springt über den Flieger.
Man kann Star
Ich
Wars
hab-
nicht entkommen.
Einfach, ich dachte mir so, ich schaue mir nichts an, dann öffne ich Instagram. Erstes Bild von der Star Wars Instagram-Seite, erstmal Rise of Skywalker. Alles klar, dann wäre ich schon raus.
Warte, wir machen dich hier ein bisschen mehr noch rein. So.
Und ja, und dann werde ich vom Radiomoderator gespoilert, der mir quasi
Das
den
hätte ich
Trailer
nie
erzählt.
im Leben...
Ja, ich auch nicht.
Ich hätte nicht damit gerechnet,
Alter.
dass in einem Friseursalon...
Ja, und dann, ja, am Ende halt
Ja.
die Sidious-Lache. Das hat mich jetzt schon wieder gehypt,
Schon, gell?
aber...
Man muss dazu sagen, ich weiß, es war dann was, weil man war sich ja nicht sicher, ist es wirklich Sidious, kommt Sidious vor, ist es nur was auch immer, Flashback, sonst noch was. So, die Lache. Und dann, nachdem der Trailer zum ersten Mal gezeigt wurde, kam der Schauspieler von Sidious auf die Bühne
Ja.
und
Wie
hat
heißt
in
er nochmal?
Sidious, Ian McDermott,
Ja,
und hat
genau.
in seiner Sidious-Stimme gesagt, dass sie den Trailer nochmal abspielen sollen. Also, ja, es war ein sehr geiler Moment.
Hyped.
Es war ein sehr
Hyped.
geiler Moment.
Ja,
Okay,
jetzt,
22
weil ich ihn
Sekunden.
quasi schon gesehen, also quasi visualisiert bekommen habe, werde ich ihn mir wahrscheinlich auch nochmal anschauen.
Oh, es geht weiter.
Was ein Timing.
Oh, warte, ich muss lauter machen.
Video any of that. I was supposed to say it beforehand.
You knew that when Dave gets nervous, he doodles, and it's all really excellent doodles of Star Wars stuff.
Kann ich dann abhaken, Dave's Sketches? Weil er zeichnet immer. Und er zeigt immer Zeichnungen.
Normales Zeichen, das war
You get a
so,
glimpse of our great group of directors
Ja, wenn er
and the
doodelt.
primary prerequisite that they had to be a fan of Star Wars and love Star Wars. And they did. And everybody was from a different perspective, different generation, and that's what we want to do here. We love to pull all the stories together. And so for the people who've been fans for 40 years,
20.
we got a lot in there for you. But these are new characters and new stories, so it's a great way to invite new people in and allow them to get on the merry-go-round here with all these new characters too. So much like we did with Marvel with Iron Man, it's like let's make it something that people could jump in on who don't know anything about Star Wars and enjoy. But if you've been a fan, there's a lot of care that has gone into all the details. So we can't wait to share all of it with you because I think
Ich finde es ein bisschen scheiße, dass wir das nicht zu sehen bekommen.
Ja, ein bisschen
Ich frage mich warum. Vielleicht kriegen wir es am Ende zu sehen oder so, aber ich weiß nicht, wo der Sinn dahinter ist.
Have you
Gibt's
seen
eine
that
extra
before?
Auskopplung oder so?
Any of you no, this is the first
Ahnung.
time. You saw it. You rehearsal.
Wurden die, ja klar,
Any
logisch, der
reaction to
Teaser-Trailer
that?
von 9 wurde gezeigt.
Ja.
How can you not react to that, John? I mean, come on. You know what's beautiful about it?
Und schau mal auf
It's
Twitter, ob es
beautiful
irgendjemand
hearing
gepostet hat, der es
the
aufgenommen hat
fans
aus dem
react
Saal.
to it. Right? I mean, first of all, the fact that you came up with this
Das war ein
made it
Behind-the-Scenes-Teaser.
happen. And then you managed to get Dave
Ich habe
on
ein
team as well.
Behind-the-Scenes-Video hier aufgeschrieben.
How lucky
Darf ich
can
jetzt
we be
durchstreichen?
sitting here to be a part
Auch wenn wir
of
es nicht
this?
gesehen haben.
Thank you to John, to Dave, and thank you to all the fans who showed up for this.
And here-
Vielleicht zeigen sie ja am Ende noch einen Trailer und den sehen wir.
And we're starting to bring in vestiges of the Empire. And we had done some planning, and there was a scene where we needed stormtroopers.
Rein theoretisch hätte ich schon die erste Reihe voll.
We realized after seeing the set we didn't have enough stormtroopers to make the impact. We never can have enough stormtroopers.
Never.
And so we're in the production meeting, and there were only so many stormtrooper uniforms that we had, and we were concerned that it was not going to do the trick for the storytelling. And so...
But I know a bunch of stormtroopers.
Ja.
And so, you know,
Hatched the plan.
we hatched the plan. Like, has the 501st ever been actually on camera?
Laber nicht.
I know that they've been used by Lucasfilm and they participate in events. So talk
Bin mir
about
jetzt nicht
how
sicher, ob
that was kind of a-
It was
die
like
Fangruppe meint, die
Ja,
Cosplays
ja,
meint.
ja, ja.
It was like
Schon,
late
oder?
on Thursday or
Ja,
on a Friday where we put a call out.
Der kann ja sein, dass er in-Universe
A bunch of stormtroopers.
die 501st
And
meint.
of course we know
Nee.
people that know people that know people.
Hat er
and
gesagt,
they called the stormtroopers
ob die ever
and they're
on
like,
screen
what
waren.
form? We're like,
Ach so.
"Come down." And
Boah, das ist so leise.
they came down a whole bunch, like out of
Können
nowhere.
ihre Mikros
And
nicht
the
alle
thing I
einstellen.
know about
Geil, geil, geil. Das ist halt richtig geil.
Was hat er gerade gesagt?
the thing
Ah,
that you know
Nice.
about Star Wars fans is that,
Geil.
in all honesty, a lot of the costumes you guys make are even better than what was used on screen at certain points. So I had no
Muss ich auch sagen,
worry
die gehen halt so
that
ins
it would
Detail,
hold
ne?
up, and it
Richtig krass.
sure held up. And amazingly, as much as their armor is so accurate, they look like stormtroopers. They act like stormtroopers.
Yes.
They know.
Because we were directing people of how
Yeah.
I mean, Dave,
Yeah.
how do they hold their gun? Like, what do we do?
They know what to do.
And they knew what to do when
They
this
knew what
group
to
showed
do.
up. But what was so funny is how surprised some of them looked because I didn't realize they weren't told what it was for.
Yes. Well, yes.
So what did they assume? What do you usually use the 501st
It
for?
could be any number of events where we need stormtroopers, which Lucasfilm does a lot. At some kind of a function where we have a panel or something like this, like celebration. It's not normally you show up on a planet where there's a Mandalorian and you get involved with that. That was new. And then we realized too, everything we rolled out in front of them was like almost a test audience.
Yes.
And we would sit there and watch as something rolled out. We're like, oh, they seem to like that. So that was fast.
And they were so polite and so nice and
Nice
kept all the
stormtroopers.
secrets. It was
Dave
great.
ist
It
einfach
was
toll.
so much fun. So that was
Ja, der
one.
weiß halt, was Fanservice
That was,
ist.
and now that we
Nee, das
took
ist
that
kein
picture, so they
Fanservice
can have
bei
it,
ihm.
now we
Es
can
ist
get them copies
They can
of
get
that
the
picture.
copies.
einfach, er versteht,
Ja, aber es ist ja gleichzeitig Fanservice, weißt du?
ja,
Also,
ja, aber es ist nicht so, dass man sagt, ich bringe jetzt das extra rein, weil das sich die Fans
nee,
freut.
klar.
And it was,
So this
at
is
first
so.
I didn't even know. I was like, oh, okay, hired actors. And they're like, no, these people are legit. I'm like, oh, shit.
And what was really crazy about it was they worked really hard. I mean, they didn't mess around.
All day.
They were on point the entire time they were there each day. So it was so cool. And I wound up learning stuff from watching these guys and women, by the way. And it was
That's
just,
right.
it was beyond cool.
I think the interesting thing too is that, like, as a fan, one of the things you always want, the dream for me was if you could have something screen used. But the minute they left that day, all their armor was screen used, so that was pretty cool. Right. That was pretty cool. I like that.
So we were part of what we did is it's the first time we ever have filmed Star Wars in Los Angeles, and I think even in the United States. And so part of what made that possible was a lot of new cutting-edge technology using stuff that I've learned from Iron Man, Jungle Book, even Lion King about using all this new cutting-edge game engine technology, video walls, VR for planning. But Star Wars at its core has to feel handmade and like a practical show. And so we have a lot of audio animatronics and puppetry, all the techniques that were used from the beginning. And so what was interesting was when we were starting to plan the name of the ship is the Razor Crest that the Mandalorian flies around in. And it's this really cool, I think you saw some pictures of it in that reel. It's sort of like a reflective silver old army surplus gunship. And then I started saying, well, maybe we should just make a miniature just for lighting reference.
For your desk, yeah.
My desk. I wanted a trick I learned from Guillermo del Toro. Make sure you build practical props. That way you can have it for your house later. Because he's got nothing from Clone Wars. Right?
It's true. I mean, I can
He has
3D
friends.
print something. I can 3D print. I have many friends the most valuable thing in the galaxy. So there's that.
But you can't hang a QuickTime up in your office.
Not easily.
Right. Well, then we started to talk about, well, maybe let's try to do a shot with a miniature like they used to do with the motion control rig. And then you're not the only Star Wars fans. Up at ILM, there's a lot of Star Wars fans too, and people started coming out of the woodwork when they heard that we were doing this. And why don't you want to talk about what
building a model? What do you mean the building model? We'd be in meetings, we'd be discussing it, and then you'd look at the meeting, because I'd be down in Long Beach where we were making the thing, and we'd look at on the camera and we'd see like more people in the meeting than normal.
Playa Vista.
Playa Vista, yeah. And then we would see like, there's Hal Hickle's in the meeting now, and John Knoll's sitting in the meeting now, and what are they interested in? And we started to talk about the process of building a model, and there was a lot of interest about that. And then we started hearing that John's making something in his garage, and
yes,
it's hard to imagine.
It was like the Star Wars club at a high school.
Yeah, it really was.
And so we up at ILM, they shot some behind the scenes footage of what's going on up there, and we'll just kind of talk you through it. Do you want to roll that? This is something you can. Yeah. Not as secret.
Because you have to see it.
Yeah, you can see this. So we'll roll this while we're in here. Maybe we'll dim the lights a little bit. And this is just something they put together and sent. We figured we'd show it to you. So here's, you want to talk about?
Yeah, that is Doug Chang and Ryan Church designing the Razor Crest. And, we do have some CG models that we'll do, but like John said, it's a part of a process. You can see what there's the one for your desk that we talked about earlier. There's Landis 3D printing pieces. So we were able to 3D print, but those pieces are based on kit bashing. And it's John Goodson, who's built many, many models for ILM over the years, and he's actually building the physical Razor Crest, old school, doing the LEDs for the engines. And I think this is John in his garage tooling the motion control device, because who can't do that in their garage? And there's what they built in their garages, literally in their garage studios. The ILM guys built, like John's laughing because he knows it's ridiculous. And he's building this model, look there, the AT or AT-AT, I'm not going to debate you. And look there, he's like a lens crafter making these pieces, all him and Hal Hickle. Hal actually went and researched all 3 of the old Star Wars films and figured out all the flight paths and the types of shots that they did.
And the way the star fields would shift and move, and so here's us shooting passes on the stage. So here's how you get the key, and you'll see this is done. Isn't that cool?
It already feels like Luke's X-wing, right? Right?
Das ist geil, Mann. Aber das ist ja geil. Das ist wieder so diese
And so
uralte
they're
Technik
letting
quasi.
us do this for some reason, because whenever I've worked on
Vor allem,
something,
ich habe das Gefühl, sie haben sehr viel, also sie haben ja Unmengen an Zeit eigentlich und auch sehr viel Freiheiten, weil so
Geld.
Ja, das auch noch, weil das war ja eigentlich dafür nicht geplant. Und dann dachten sie so, ja, machen wir dieses Modell, ne?
Ja.
Deswegen. Das hätten sie bei dem Film nicht einfach gemacht, da hätten sie entweder gesagt, Sofortmodell oder...
Ja, das ist auch halt ein Grund, warum ich halt auf die Serie so einen Hype habe, weil da habe ich nicht das Gefühl, dass da so dieser kommerzielle Betrieb dahinter ist. Also nicht so stark wie bei den Filmen,
Ja.
wo du Zeitdruck hast, Gelddruck. Weißt du, kannst nicht einfach...
I know, right?
Weißt du,
Oh, come on.
That's the better one.
es ist halt einfach mehr Raum für
There we go.
Kreativität und
It's so cool. So anyway, we're putting all that together, and
Variation.
we're having a really good time.
This is really cool.
Most people won't even know, but we knew you'd appreciate that, so we showed you.
Exactly.
So let's see. Is there anything else? Well, we have some Twitter questions that came in.
Yeah, we can
right?
do
that. We were asked to submit questions for us from Twitter, and we're gonna read some up on the board here. You can flash them. Let's see. Indiana Jedi, is that it? At Indiana Jedi. Did you guys ever discuss Mandalorian history while working on the Clone Wars together? Yes. I did a lot.
Quite a bit.
No,
In fact, there was some
previously
Mandalorian history
gesprochen.
created
Jon
quite a bit
Favreau.
on Clone Wars, but around your character, We used to have previous fighting with a vibro blade.
Ganz vorne.
In
Mit der
Clone
Brille.
Wars, and when George saw it, he said
Der
no.
Regisseur von,
A lightsaber
Der
would cut that thing
Schreiber
right in half.
von
And I said, well,
Mandalorian.
that's a problem because we've already
nee,
staged.
ja, aber der hat
the whole
Iron Man
thing.
gedreht.
He's like, well,
Ja, genau.
Oder hat der nur das Drehbuch geschrieben?
Regisseur von Iron Man und Schreiber von jetzt Mandalorian. Der
Und
hat,
Synchronstimme von Previous Law.
Ja.
gonna give it to Previous Law. And so you got this.
I got to
really
wield the
cool
Darksaber.
weapon.
Darksaber.
And I had to do a whole speech about how I found it in a Jedi temple and all this stuff. It was super cool. So we had talked a lot about the Jedi history, Jedi and Mandalorian history, and also where are the Mandalorians during the original trilogy, and even in the prequels. So we had a lot of conversations, and so now we're coloring in the missing tiles there.
Yeah.
So we talked about that a lot, and it's fun. They're a fun group. Next question, John. Who did you look for? Who did you look to for guidance when creating the series? Well, I mean, first and foremost, Dave, because he was my Sherpa, and I get very excited when after I pitched to Kathy, and I've been talking to Kathy for many years about doing a story, and I started writing them, and by the time before I even had a deal done, I had 4 written. Because I wanted to make sure that they wanted to make the same show I did. Because what I didn't want to do was get into a situation where we had different ideas and I didn't know, I didn't want to be developing. I would rather write it than buy it.
Shots fired.
And I would show them to Dave.
Yes.
Because we had been paired up.
Sadly, though.
It was a little sad. Well, you wanted
over Christmas.
He said the saddest thing was I saw one of your scripts came in, the date was Christmas on the
The 25th is when he wrote it, and I thought, wow. You're really not doing anything. Sitting at home and writing this. And then I was, it was Christmas. It was the only time to take off. So it'd been like 2 days. I saw the email. I'm like, cool, I'll get around to that. And 2 days had gone by. I get a text. He's like, I've knit socks faster than you've read this script. And he sent me a photo of him wearing Boba Fett socks.
Boba Fett!
Okay, I'll read this.
But
I really enjoyed it.
It was
When you
for me, writing doesn't
not
come
drauf.
easily. So when I'm on
Trailer,
the and I could go, I just
Tatooine.
go at it.
Trailer im Sinne, dass man einen Trailer bekommt?
Ja,
So I was having
Tatooine im Sinne von als Wort ausgesprochen.
And then eventually
Cantina
collaborating
wurde
with
bisher nur
Dave,
ausgesprochen, nicht gezeigt. Und dass man IG-88,
Der Attentäter.
ja, weil er hat schon Behind-the-Scenes-Fotos davon auf Instagram gepostet, dass der offiziell wird oder sowas.
He visited because, of course, he and Dave go way back, and
We do, a little bit.
And it's very interesting watching the two of them talk about, because George would throw out some historical facts, and Dave would remind him that maybe he remembers a different account of certain things, and it's watching two. It was very
I am
interesting.
the Padawan to this day, but it was a huge thrill for me to have him there because I don't think I ever would have considered doing live action without his teachings and his guidance. He really got me interested in it. And so when he came by, that was a real thrill for me personally.
He was extremely proud when I was talking to George without Dave there, because they had been working together for so long, and Dave was just starting out in that position and had really grown as a storyteller and writer, and really had absorbed all those lessons. And then to even have George, who really, I started my curiosity about Joseph Campbell and the writer's, the hero's journey, and the monomyth through watching his films and the power of myth with Joseph Campbell shot at the Skywalker Ranch when I was young. It really influenced me tremendously. And to be able to talk with George about these things, and he's really an expert in such matters, and so it was great to hear it right from him, and so it felt really good and fun, and like it was about the human connection too, and learning not just about what makes a show good, but life lessons, and it's been really nice also being able to work with, as I've been learning from him, for me to try to teach him what I've learned in live action, and us coming together has been a really wonderful partnership, and Kathy was really smart and thoughtful to get us together, because I don't think this show would have been nearly what it is without our collaboration. So thank you.
Thank you. Fun. See, I bet you guys didn't know a lot of that, did you? It's all behind the scenes as well for you.
Just taking it all in.
Taking it all in. Can you believe it?
No, barely.
Well,
Let's see if
when
this
you
one's
guys
the-
came down, it really definitely trickled down, all that passion. There's a bunch of times Jon Favreau would come to set, and before a scene, like, he would literally well up with tears and explaining how much this scene meant, and it just trickled in. All this passion has trickled down into, you really felt like you were a part of something special. Everybody from lighting to, production to everybody in every department. We'd be there for 17-hour days sometimes, right, girl? And we just like look at each other and we're like, yeah, but we're working on Star Wars right now, so you want to keep us longer because this is worth it. And it just had magic, had a lot of magic. And believe me, it's moving forward, like, that's all I want to work on is people, big or small, people who are passionate about what they're doing, and these guys are the most passionate. There's so much heart, and then we go to Dave, and I'd be like, yo, what's up with this blaster? What do we do here? And like, he would just be like, well, and he'd give me a whole history. It was like having like the encyclopedia of Star Wars right there. I was like, oh, that makes sense. Is this okay? Is this, it was just kind of like, it was incredible. So it felt like magic. Thank you.
The only person who wasn't having fun was Gina's stunt double. Because they didn't get to work at all, or very little, because Gina is a gamer. Gina would be doing how it usually would go down is, I do a lot of writing. I would come down to the set and we would plan it, we would do rehearsal, we would shoot the master. At a certain point I have to leave for a few hours to do visual effects approvals and animation for Lion King, which is still working at the same time as this. And then I would come back for coverage, finish the day up, and the directors would be on set, and I'd show up. Carl would be wearing a squib and doing his own stunt and flying off of a thing, and Gina would be jumping off of a counter and flopping on her back. I'm like, what's going on here? You can't these are our stars.
Try to stop them.
You can't do this. But they were, both of them, I think it's the physicality in that makes it, it comes across on the screen. And I remember Gina there's a part where she has to carry off a wounded character and lifted them up and dragged them off the battlefield. And I was
and
like,
everybody kept on coming up to me and they're like, oh, did they put a dummy in there? Like, is it
Also
like a
ich
fake- no,
glaube,
this is a
dass
whole
die
human.
in Deadpool mitgespielt
And
hat.
they're like, and another one, and
Ja,
now
weil
we're
in
close.
Deadpool gab es eine Gina
I've
Carano.
been doing my squats, so this is
Also
good.
das müsste ja die hier sein, ne?
Ja, das ist sie.
Ja,
and as you
Aber
know,
ich weiß
she's
nicht,
good
wen die
with her
gespielt hat, weil ich habe
hands,
beide
Die hat-
Deadpools übelst
too,
gesuchtet.
when you get in close range.
Angel Dust, dieser...
What other works did you take inspiration from when
Hat die
making the show?
X-Men
Talk
vielleicht
about it.
mitgespielt, weil im zweiten Teil kommen ja die X-Men vor.
Nee, das war im ersten. Im zweiten hat sie nicht mitgespielt.
Besides you in the holiday special.
Yeah, the holiday special. And what was the other one? Caravan of
Christian Bild.
Courage too.
Superhelden-Zeug
Yeah,
und raus.
Yeah.
Caravan of Courage.
That came
Da
out of
bin ich
nowhere.
raus.
We got love from everywhere. Who did you draw, Pedro? Who did you draw inspiration from for the character, the Mandalorian? We've talked about this a bit.
He's
Wieder.
got a lot of Clint Eastwood in him.
Angel
and
Dust.
to be honest
X-Men
with you,
Nein, das war
I
in...
called John
Steht da
directly.
drunter.
I was like,
Ja,
"What do you
aber
want me
das
to
war
watch?
in
What do you want me to
Deadpool.
absorb? What do you want me to take in for this?"
Ja, die hat diese
Böse.
Russin gespielt.
Ja.
Sergio Leone,
Die war auch nicht böse, die war auf der anderen Seite.
Echt?
very highbrow, and it was an incredible thing, because just to give my little tidbit, when John asked me to come and meet with him about something Star Wars, literally something Star Wars, and they invited me into the room, and Dave was there, and it was wall-to-wall story illustrations of this series. You wouldn't believe what I was seeing. I was born in '75, so I am a product of a Star Wars imagination. I was shaped by these movies, and I'm seeing all of this, and I'm like, what do you want me to do? Who am I gonna, what do you want me to audition for? The bug? Or the robot? And he's like, you're the Mandalorian.
So you,
in terms of inspiration, I was like, John, what do you want me to read? What do you want me to watch? What do you want? What do you want?
really, yeah. It's been great. You all have. Are there any other? In what way is the Mandalorian going to be different from anything we've seen so far in Star Wars? Dave, you wanna?
That's a tricky one where I could go wrong and say the wrong thing. Give you too much information, and it's going to be different in that it's starring a Mandalorian. I think we've never seen that. The first live action. Thank you.
That's right. First live action.
Your notes.
Not the first television, as we mentioned. There was a Caravan of
Yeah.
And the holiday special.
On Disney Plus, it's the first, so we got that going for us.
We were going to do that.
Take over.
You do it. Thank you.
How is it different from what we've seen in Star Wars? It's the very first live-action Star Wars series to ever exist.
From a certain point of view.
It's no cartoon. It's no holiday special.
Careful. Interesting.
You know what I mean.
Interesting.
Boba Fett started as a cartoon character.
Interesting.
Now listen, you all got those tickets, right? You still have them? Yeah. Can you put up on the screen what the giveaway that they're gonna get when they go to the place? There we go. It's a new poster. There it is.
Ooh, fancy.
You get one.
So we've been live streaming this, and let's take this opportunity to say goodbye to everybody who's been joining us live stream. Thank you so much, everybody. Look out for The Mandalorian coming to Disney Plus.
Kein Trailer?
Disney Plus, November 12th? November 12th. Thank you, everybody watching at home.
Dieses Jahr.
Thank you.
Ja. Kein Trailer? Was? Ich bin enttäuscht.
Aber dieses Jahr.
Ja, natürlich dieses Jahr. Und sonst?
Nächstes Jahr, dachte ich.
Ja, für uns nächstes Jahr, weil in Deutschland kommt Disney Plus ja erst im ersten Halbjahr von 2020.
Erstes Halbjahr.
Ja.
Super.
Warte. Machen wir hier mal kurz den da. Okay. Ja, kein Trailer finde ich jetzt ein bisschen enttäuschend und dass wir das Behind the Scenes auch nicht gesehen haben. Weil.
Ja, also wirklich was erfahren hat man jetzt nicht.
Nee, nicht wirklich viel. Das war. Also klar, halt so ein paar nette Anekdoten oder sowas, aber es war viel drumherum Gelaber.
Ja,
Man hat weder Folgenlänge erfahren, man hat weder Folgenanzahl erfahren.
Ich denke, also ich gehe davon aus, Folgenlänge wird ganz normal zwischen 40 und 50 Minuten.
Ja, aber trotzdem wäre schön, wenn man sowas offiziell bestätigt kriegt.
Ja,
Wie viele Folgen?
Warum sollten sie eine Live-Action-Serie mit 20 Minuten Länge?
Ja, das
gibt's
ist
das überhaupt? Also,
ja, natürlich.
Was denn?
Ganzen Sitcoms.
Ja, das ist ja kein. Ja,
Ja.
Ich rede von einer normalen Live-Action.
Ja, nee. Das ist mir schon klar, dass die Folgen irgendwie so lang werden, aber es ist trotzdem.
Ich finde halt offizielle, also offensichtliche Sachen, weiß nicht, ob du da jetzt eine Bestätigung für brauchst.
Ja, aber vielleicht sind es ja auch 1-Stunden-Folgen.
Ja, wow,
So.
das ist 10 Minuten länger.
Ja, es ist dann 10 Minuten länger.
Bei Game of Thrones auch, wird variieren. So, die eine wird 45 Minuten gehen, die andere 50, vielleicht mal eine, die eine Stunde geht, wenn es ein Ding ist. Also ich glaube, da brauchst du jetzt...
Ja, dann würde mich trotzdem auch interessieren, alle Folgen auf einmal oder wöchentliche Erscheinungen.
Safe wöchentlich.
Glaubst du?
Safe.
Ich hoffe. Aber nicht, dass sie den Netflix-Move machen und alles immer auf einmal machen.
Wieso?
Sind die meisten Netflix-Serien, die kommen...
Better Call Saul zum Beispiel wurde auch wöchentlich released.
Aber ist es eine Netflix-Produktion? Oder ist es nur auf Netflix, auf Netflix wöchentlich ausgestrahlt? Weil Riverdale ist zum Beispiel...
Wie war es bei Clone Wars?
Weiß ich nicht, das ist 5 Jahre her, du. Sorry, can't remember. Aber ich glaube, es war...
Ja, Rebels.
Ja, Rebels lief ja im Fernsehen, also wöchentlich.
Ja, ich gehe davon aus.
Ich gehe auch davon aus, dass es wöchentlich ist, aber
mir wäre es eigentlich egal. Ich fände es wahrscheinlich eigentlich sogar eher cool, wenn es alles auf einmal rauskommt.
Echt? Nee.
Du kannst nämlich durchsuchten in 2 Tagen. Einen Tag wahrscheinlich.
Ja, aber das ist scheiße.
Das ist geil. Nee,
weil dann ist die ganze Spannung an einem Tag weg so. Und dieses ganze Tolle, dieser ganze Hype und das ganze Freuen drumherum und so. Das fand ich bei Rebels und Resistance und so immer so toll, dass es eben so ein langer Prozess ist, bis man dann eben an diesem tollen Staffelfinale ist.
Es gibt nichts mehr, was mich abfuckt, wie wenn ich eine Serie nicht weiterschauen kann.
Aber das ist doch cool, wenn man so Cliffhanger am Ende der Folge hat. Und
vielleicht
so.
ist es anders, wenn du halt von Anfang an quasi immer nur eine Folge hast.
Ja.
Aber wenn ich jetzt eine Serie, die es halt schon gibt, wo gerade die
gestalten, ist es einfach zu bedienen, aber für Leute, die eben besser im Gaming sind, ist es auch ein tiefgründiges Kampfsystem, wo man in die Tiefe gehen kann. Ist auch,
Also was halt cool wäre, wenn man so eine Art Entwicklungs-Level-System, wie auch immer man hätte, wie in Skyrim zum Beispiel, keine Ahnung, wie du da auskennst, wo du halt quasi verschiedene Fähigkeiten verbessern kannst und so weiter, und das ist halt dann Ding. Also es wäre